Judge, the New York Times just posted this piece. It's long. It might drive everybody crazy, but it says how the border crisis shattered Biden's immigration hopes. If you only read the first two paragraphs, it basically says on Biden's first day in office, he paused nearly all deportations. He vowed to end the harsh practices of the Trump administration, show compassion towards those wishing to come to the U.S. and secure the southern border. For Mr. Biden, it was a matter of principle. He wanted to show the world that the United States was a humane nation, while also demonstrating to his fellow citizens that government could work again. He signed 94 executive actions in the first 100 days to dismantle Trump-era border protections, and now he's saying that he needs congressional action, but I've got a pen and I've got a phone, works both ways.
Well, yeah, isn't it interesting how Biden was able, through the executive actions, to forgive student loans and student debt? And then the Supreme Court comes down and they say, you can't do that. You don't have the power to do that. It's not in this circumstance. And yet he goes around what the Supreme Court says, and he says, I'm canceling the student debt. Well, why doesn't he do it with the border? And by the way, I can't believe that no one's talking about this. How did he suborn perjury? When Mayorkas lied, he swore under oath that the border was secure, and then Biden comes out and says it hasn't been secure for 10 years. And then when Biden comes out today and he says, I've done all I can do, just give me the power. Yeah, you've done all you can do to make sure the border's open. You took down Title 42. You took down Remain in Mexico. You stopped the building of the wall. You sued Texas. You sued Arizona. You made sure that anybody and everyone could come through. You are complicit with an invasion into this country. Yeah, he's done all he can do. And all of the consequences to what he's done in terms of housing and education and health care and the economy and crime. I mean, the man he has suborned the perjury of Mayorkas, who absolutely needs to be impeached. He needs to be out of there. Mayorkas, to me, is a cartoon character. He is a character who is so self-aggrandizing. He thinks he's so important, but he's so in over his head. And then Karine Jean-Pierre, she comes out and says, well, there are different definitions of what it means to shut down the border. No, there isn't. The title that Jesse just recommended, you want to shut down the border, shut down the border. You have that power. It's in the law. Stop playing around with it. And maybe they've accomplished what they've wanted. Because I've always said, when is enough enough? How many do you need to come into the United States to vote Democrat because they all love Joe Biden? And don't laugh about it, because in New York City, they want illegals to vote. And you give them a license as a point of identification that they can then start applying to vote.